Hi, this is May, Marcy, mom of EczemaBlues. Today I'll be sharing with you common baby rash. Now, are baby rashes okay? I remembered after delivery when I was discharged, I was handed a note from the hospital that said that rashes on baby are okay. But is it really so? Eczema is definitely not okay. It requires treatment. But there are baby rash that are okay. For instance, baby acne, which is red bumps, likely due to hormone changes. The pores are blocked, and what you have to do is gently clean the face. The other common baby rash is Milia, which is tiny white bumps due to dead skin trapped under the skin surface. Gently clean the skin. The other common baby rash is heat rash, or also known as prickly rash or malaria. These appear as small red spots. It's common in hot and humid weather, like in Singapore. This is because the sweat ducts of the child is underdeveloped. It gets blocked easily, likely because of occlusion from wearing clothes or from blanket, and therefore it's important to dress the child light and to keep him or her cool. Another common baby rash is sunburn, and this is covered in another video. The other one that many parents face is cradle cap. Cradle cap occurs in babies that are 6 months and below on the scalp, eyebrows, and ears. It appears as thick yellow or crusty scales. This is due to overproduction of sebum or oil in the oil glands that's in the scalp. What you have to do is to choose a non-fragrance oil like olive oil or coconut oil, put it on the cradle cap crust to allow it to soften, and maybe about 20 to 30 minutes later, brush this crust off the scalp. Then shampoo the baby. You can choose a cradle cap shampoo. My mistakes was I left the crust for too long because cradle cap doesn't irritate the baby, it just looks ugly. And because taking care of eczema baby is already so tough, I remember I was too tired and left the crust on too long before I had the energy to remove them, and when I do, chunks of hair fell off. The other mistake I made was leaving the olive oil overnight. Because the olive oil used has fragrance, it creates a hypersensitive reaction in my child and she was extremely itchy afterwards. Another common baby rash is a diaper rash. The diaper rash is not eczema, it is a form of irritant contact dermatitis. Simply put, anything that is in contact with the skin for too long has the potential to irritate the skin. So in this case, the feces, the watery stools, the urine being in contact with the skin for too long because of wearing diaper, this baby's bum has rashes. What you can try is to add the baby's bum, gently clean the skin, or you can apply barrier cream to create an additional layer between the irritant and the baby's skin. And next is eczema, which affects about 20% of children worldwide and has an increasing trend. For babies, they usually appear on the cheeks, joints, and torso. It can appear as red, dry, blister, scaly, but one common characteristic of eczema is that it is itchy. It's skin inflammation due to an allergy of something, but for certain babies like mine, there's another eczema that's known as intrinsic eczema, which has no allergy related. But for eczema, always moisturize. After 6 months old, you can bring the baby for allergy testing, which is covered in another video. Avoid whatever that is tested positive to, and always treat the eczema. And my mistake was I delayed the above for too long because I didn't know that my baby rash was eczema. So always check. You can see if your baby is trying to scratch herself, looking very uncomfortable. It's not normal baby rash, and then it's time to go and see a doctor. If you like this, please check my blog at EczemaBlues.com, which has a lot of parenting resources, nutrition, and of course skincare tips for eczema families. See you next time.